All right. Sorry, it's taking a little bit here, folks. However, it is looking like the circulation that triggered this warning up here to the north. There's about 5 minutes left of that. So let's take a look here. All right, Ponka. There we go. All right, YouTube. All right, so we are up and running on YouTube as well. I'd like to welcome them in. Make sure my audio is working. Yeah. All right, so we do have a severe thunderstorm warning. We have for another 5 minutes. We've got a tornado warning for northern K County. Okay. All right, so let's take a look here. Billings, you're about to catch some wind here. Looks like 57, 60. Yeah, there's a 60 in there. 58, 60 plus mile an hour winds here. Coming into Billings now. Garber, winds picking up for you guys. You're already up in the 50s. Fairmont, same. Wacomas, you're starting to get it. Drummond, you're already in it. I'm currently showing, right about 60, between 62 and 65 mile an hour winds there in Drummond. Ames, right about 70. Got some 87 mile an hour wind gusts right here. It's out in mostly rural area. All right. Of course, this is now being tagged with destructive wind down here in towards Ames, Tennessee. This is heading for you. All right, back up here to Ponca. Honestly, I mean, Ponca City, we're not gonna, we're not looking at that bad right now. Um, the worst of it is down into, and down here past Billings, and even down towards Wacomas, Drummond, Lahoma, you're just coming out of it. Mino, coming out of it again. Ames, you got a little while more. Loyal is heading for you. 73 plus. There's an 80. That's heading for you. Watonga, looks like you just got through the worst of it. Now they're talking quarter size hail, 1 inch. All right. So, well, this might be trouble. Let me switch radars. You zoom back out here. We'll switch to the OKC radar. Might have a little something trying to spin up here east of Watonga, between Watonga and Kingfisher. Okarche, be careful with that. Go back up here to Vance. I am possibly seeing something over here by Clinton on radar. I mean, these little notches here are, where it's trying to kick out an appendage here. That's the kind of thing to watch for. Now, okay, Marland. All right, give me just a minute here, folks. All righty, folks. I'm back. All right. My one of the guys from work calling to check on this. So, yeah. Got to answer that one. All right. So, all right. So, like I said, this is kind of what we're dealing with here. And check Facebook for any. Okay. Yeah, Chris. You know what? Let me bring that up and see what we're looking at here. Okay, yeah. I mean, I am definitely seeing some hail in this storm just to our west here in Ponca City. Yeah, we got a few hail echoes in here, mainly heavy rain. Speaking of those, Billings, yeah, you're already getting the hail. Garber should be getting some too. Fairmont, you're okay for now. You're just getting the wind. Wacomas is in the middle of one of these hail cores. And let's see. Further down here, Watonga, you're getting some hail. Thomas, you're already in it. Custer City, you were in it. Weatherford, heading for you. Hydro. All of y'all down that, along that line, you definitely got some hail coming. Along with these 60-mile-an-hour winds heading for Douglas and Marshall. Hennessy, it's just outside of town. Nope, check that. It's going through town now. 60-plus mile-an-hour winds, 65-mile-an-hour winds. Dover, coming for you. Loyal, you're already in it. 80-mile-an-hour winds, 85 there. We do have a tornado warning on the tornado warning. Just came out. Let's see. Okay, this is for southwestern Kingfisher County, east central Blaine, northwestern Canadian County. 101, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located 6 miles east of Watonga, moving southeast at 25. This is radar indicated. Locations impacted are going to be Okarche, Calumet, and Omega. All right. Now, keep in mind, earlier when I was looking at models, the atmosphere is looking pretty juiced. But yeah, okay, now we're getting almost 90-mile-an-hour winds coming towards Dover. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, 90-mile-an-hour. Yeah, we are in excess of 90 here. All right. Whoa, mama. I saw triple digits. All right, that's in this area here near that tornado, actually in that tornado warned area. Yeah, whoa, 127. 127-mile-an-hour wind gust. This is in the tornado warned area. 150. These are destructive winds. This isn't just a normal everyday wind. This is very destructive winds. Altoona. This is heading right in your area. So, yeah, anybody in the path of this, take cover now. Don't wait. Don't go out looking to see if you can see it. It's night in a severe thunderstorm with a lot of rain. You're not going to see it. You're looking for power flashes. You don't want to wait for power flashes. 170. Take cover now. If you're in that tornado, in that path, you got me on your phone, most likely. Take it, get into your safe spot. Get under cover. All right. Now, it looks like we may have lost that one. Hopefully. Hopefully that was an anomaly. I hope. Yeah, no. I'm still seeing over triple digits. I am still seeing triple digits on the radar on velocities. And it's right in the area where I should be seeing that, for a tornado warned storm. All right. So let's zoom back out here just a little bit. All right, K County, we're good for the most part. We're going to get some heavy rain, some wind, maybe some, and definitely probably going to get some hail if we aren't already. It kind of sounded like we were just outside my window. But as far as, anything destructive wind wise, maybe not. The most destructive part of this storm is going to be, I'm going to call it from Douglas, southwest through Hennessy, Dover, Kingfisher. You're in the line of fire. This is coming for you. 90 plus mile an hour winds. Okarche, you're under the gun. Maybe not immediate, but you will be. This is not the time to wait around. All right, now I am seeing what's looking like a CC drop here. This could be debris getting lofted. Again, hard to tell this late at night. It's trying to get people, in position there. And hey, I'm just one person doing this here, folks. So, yeah. All right. Yeah. Still showing in excess of 100 mile an hour. Now this looks, if it sticks on the track it's taking, this is going to pass just south, west and south of Okarche. That doesn't mean you're out of the woods. Or over in Okarche. You've got the winds still to deal with on this part. These can still spin up another one just right up the line. That's why Ponca City, don't let your guard down totally yet, but we should be okay. Perry. All right, you're about to start getting the wind and rain and hail. Right now, I'm showing just about 70 mile an hour winds heading towards you. Red Rock, Marland. Okay, I mean, y'all gonna get some wind and rain and hail. But beyond that, it's not looking that horrible for you. Okay, it looks like they may have updated the tornado warning. Remains in effect until 1:30 for southwestern Kingfisher, east central Blaine, northwestern Canadian. Still calling it a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. Located 10 west of Okarche, moving southeast at 30. All right. Yeah, I'm still seeing some really ripping winds here. Give me just a second. I'm going to switch over to OKC. We're getting close enough to where I think their radar is going to be a little better for this. Okay. El Reno, you now are under a tornado warning. All right, tornado warning for Central Canadian County at, let's see, until 1:45 a.m. At 1:15 a.m., severe thunderstorm capable of producing 5 miles north of Calumet, moving southeast at 30. That's the same storm as that we've been watching to the west of Okarche. Locations impacted include El Reno, Yukon, Calumet, and Concho. That's going to include Interstate 40 between mile markers 113 and 131. Basically, the west side of the metro. All right, let's take a look at it. You know what? Let's go ahead and shut that off. Yeah, I mean, here's the rotation they're looking at right here, right where my cursor's at. All right, so yeah, I mean, we're definitely seeing some rotation. There are signs of rotation here. Okay, I'm not seeing anything registering yet on this. Does that mean much anything? No. Or at least down here I'm not. Whoa. That got interesting looking real quick. Right here. This is seven miles southwest of Okarche. Yeah, I'm still seeing this rotation here. Again, 7 miles southwest of Okarche. Now that's moving southeast. And that's it at 35, I do believe. Let me double check. At 30. Okay. So let's do a little something here. Get that out of my way. All right, so that's not wanting to cooperate with me right now. Lovely. Okay, now, I'm actually seeing another bit of rotation here on the back side of the original. This right here. Let's see if we got any updates on that. 114. That was 6 minutes ago. All right. Yeah, nothing real. No real updates on that. All right. Now, Calumet. Yes, let's take a look at your situation here with this wind. You're getting 60, 70 mile an hour winds, right now. Let's see, Okarchi, you're not out from under the gun for the wind. All right. Kingfisher, you're in it. 86 mile an hour winds right now in that area. And I'm seeing worse behind it. All right. Guthrie, this is going to be heading for you next. OKC metro area. It's coming your way. All right, let's go back in on this. Yeah, I mean, we're still seeing some rotation here. Radar indicated. Okay, this might not be okay. Well, yeah, they're still calling it radar indicated. Our national weather is. So, see what we got. All right. Let's You know what? Let's take a look at this. Storm relative. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now this is going to be the red is going to be heading into the storm. The green is going away from the storm. All right. So yeah, I mean we got a little bit of inflow right there. Looks like 40 mile an hour inflow, 30 mile an hour out. All right. So of course, as a result, all of these severe thunderstorm warnings are being extended, well in advance of this line. Ponca City, I mean, this thing's starting to look real ragged on radar right now for us, so, or at least on the OKC radar. Just take a look here. All right. We're still not too bad here. All right. So All right, we'll go back back down here. All right, now I'm still seeing what looks like this rotation north of Calumet. All right. El Reno, again, you're under the gun. I mean, this is heading toward you. Um, I would not advise going outside and watching for it. Might be a bad idea.